Welcome back to NETRUSH Report, your home for the stories behind the matches, the drama behind the points, and the passion that makes tennis more than just a game. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a single update from the world of tennis. Now let's dive into the list. Nick Kyrgios is arguably one of the most entertaining, polarizing, and unpredictable players of his generation. When he's on the court, tennis isn't just tennis, it's theater. Trick shots, arguments with umpires, jaw-dropping winners, and crowd engagement like no one else in the sport. But Kyrgios' 2025 season has been a painful reminder that raw talent and charisma can only take you so far when your body refuses to cooperate. He returned at the start of the year, determined to shake off the rust. His record? A disappointing 1-4. After his early exit at the Miami Open in March, he vanished from the tour. Fans briefly saw him in Washington, D.C., where he teamed up with Gael Monfils for doubles, only to lose in the first round. And then came the real blow. Kyrgios himself admitted his knee was bothering him. That was the red flag. Originally, he was set to partner Naomi Osaka in mixed doubles at the U.S. Open, a dream pairing for fans. But when he pulled out of that, everyone should have seen it coming. Kyrgios wasn't going to make it to New York. This is a huge loss for the tournament. Kyrgios isn't just another player, he's a headline machine. Love him or hate him, his matches draw eyes. His absence leaves a vacuum in terms of entertainment, unpredictability, and crowd energy. And it begs the question, has the window already closed for Kyrgios? After his Wimbledon 2022 run and his Australian Open doubles triumph, fans thought he'd finally turned the corner. But now, injuries have derailed everything. Will he ever come back in full form? Or has the Kyrgios show already had its last big act? Next up, Zheng Qinwen, one of the most exciting young talents on the WTA Tour. At just 22, she's already shown the world that she's not afraid of the big stage. Twice, she reached the quarterfinals at the U.S. Open, proving she can handle New York's lights and pressure. But 2025 has been a nightmare of injuries for Zheng. Playing through elbow pain for much of the year, she finally made the tough decision to undergo surgery. In July, she posted an update to her fans. Recovery would take at least a few months. And just like that, another promising campaign came to a halt. Her absence stings. Zheng brings a blend of power, athleticism, and fearless shot-making that has often troubled the top seeds. Without her, the women's draw loses not just a potential upset artist, but a future star capable of pushing deep into the second week. The bigger story? This raises concerns about whether her body can hold up to the rigors of the tour. Will she bounce back stronger in 2026? Or is this the start of a stop-and-go career like so many before her? Paula Badosa's career has been one long tug-of-war between her undeniable talent and her relentless battle with injuries. The Spaniard's back has been her Achilles heel for years. Every time it looks like she's ready to string together momentum, the pain flares up again. After Wimbledon in July, she admitted the struggles were ongoing, but fans still hoped she'd rally for the U.S. Open. Unfortunately, as she skipped the warm-up tournaments, the writing was on the wall. Just over a week ago, she confirmed her withdrawal. This is crushing for fans who see her as one of the most charismatic faces of the tour. Her powerful baseline game, fighting spirit, and ability to thrive under pressure make her a fan favorite. But now, the question looms large. Is Badosa's career being shortened by these recurring back issues? Can she ever find consistency again? The U.S. Open will miss her, not just her tennis, but the spark she brings to the women's draw. For 14 years straight, Grigor Dimitrov has shown up at every major. That's 58 consecutive main draw appearances, a streak that showcased not just his longevity, but also his professionalism. But at Wimbledon this year, fans saw one of the most heartbreaking sights. Dimitrov, leading world number 1 Jannik Sinner by 2-0, suddenly injured his pectoral muscle. He tried, but he couldn't continue. The upset slipped through his fingers, and so did his chance at a deep slam run. Since then, he hasn't played a single match. And now, for the first time since 2011, Dimitrov won't be at a major. This is a huge emotional moment for fans. Dimitrov, often called baby-fed early in his career, may not have lived up to the impossible comparisons with Federer, but he's carved out his own place in tennis with elegance, shot-making brilliance, and resilience. His absence means the men's draw loses one of its most graceful players, and perhaps signals the twilight of his career. Hubert Hurkacz, known for his booming serve and cool demeanor, is another big name out of the US Open due to knee surgery. Fans remember how his knee betrayed him at Wimbledon last year, causing a meniscus tear. This year, the pain came back. After consulting with doctors, he chose to undergo surgery a few months ago. That decision meant missing Wimbledon and now the US Open. While he's on the road to recovery, it's still unclear when he'll return. For fans, this hurts. Hurkacz is the type of player who could shake up the draw with his unreturnable serve and fast court prowess. His absence means fewer dangerous floaters in the men's section and one less player capable of springing a surprise. This absence hits differently. Unlike the others, Ons Jabeur isn't out because of an injury. She's out because of something even more important: mental health. In July, Jabeur announced she was stepping away indefinitely. She admitted that happiness had been missing from her life on tour for some time, and that she needed to take a break to rediscover joy and purpose. This is a brave and powerful decision. Jabeur, known as the Minister of Happiness back home in Tunisia, has been a trailblazer, the first Arab woman to reach a Grand Slam final, and a beacon of inspiration to millions. Her absence is a massive blow to the US Open. Fans love her artistry, her drop shots, her improvisation. But more importantly, it's a reminder that athletes are human first. The hope is that this hiatus gives her the healing she needs, and that we'll see her smiling and competing again in the near future. Finally, we have Arthur Fils, the young Frenchman who was tipped to be one of the breakout stars of 2025. His season showed flashes of promise, but also the cruel hand of injury. A back problem at the French Open forced him to withdraw. He returned in Canada, only to realize he still wasn't fully fit. After another setback in Cincinnati, he decided not to risk New York. For a 20-year-old, this is especially tough. Every slam is a chance to gain experience, to build confidence, to test yourself against the very best. Missing out stalls his momentum. Still, if managed well, Fils has time on his side. His explosive game and youthful energy suggest that he'll be back stronger. But for now, New York will have to wait for his debut moment. And there you have it, 7 big names, 7 absences that will shape the 2025 US Open. From Kyrgios' struggles to Jabeur's brave decision, from Dimitrov's streak ending to Badosa's painful setback, this year's tournament will look very different without them. But if tennis has taught us anything, it's that where there are gaps, new stars emerge. The absences of these players may just open the door for the next big breakthrough, the kind of story we'll be talking about for years to come. So what do you think? Which absence will have the biggest impact? And who do you think will step up to seize the moment in New York? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing your takes. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to NETRUSH Report, and ring that bell so you never miss a story from the world of tennis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.